Hello, it's week 15 of season 2 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is Bailey's Bad Boy. Barney, what's up?
Andy and I are out in the squad car on patrol. Then we come up on the truck in a ditch with all these vegetables in the road. The truck belongs to Fletcher, who's a farmer, and Fletcher tells us he just got run off the road by some young guy in a sports car. So Andy and I go tearing down the road trying to find him. And we do, and we stop him. And I say, let's run him in, Andy. You take charge of him, I'll take charge of the crime car. And the boy tries to die his way out of it. And then he says his daddy's an important man in this state. But Andy arrests him anyway. And the boy says, what about my father? And I say, oh, he can come visit you anytime. Visiting hours are from 2 to 4.
And then Andy puts him in jail briefly, but then takes him out again to go fishing with him and Opie, because Andy had promised Opie take him fishing that day, and you're too busy to stay in the courthouse and watch him at that time.
Yeah, and then the prisoner catches a fish and starts to have a good time. And then he says, oh, you're just buttering me up, so my daddy will go easy on you when he gets here, so forget it. And then overnight in jail, he starts playing his radio too loudly. So I cut on in my pajamas and I say, hey, cut that racket out. Quiet. It's 10:30. Respectable folks are in bed. Go to sleep. And then Otis comes in drunk and he wants his regular cell. So I moved the boy to a different cell. And the boy says this town is a laugh. And I say, well, you'll be laughing out the other side of your mouth when you answer that charge of leaving the scene of an accident.
And then Otis can't get to sleep, so you start singing to him.
Yeah, and then the next morning is Sunday. So we take the boy over to Andy's house for Sunday dinner. And then later we're all sitting on the front porch and we start making homemade ice cream. And I bring the ice cream maker out and I say, make way for the ice cream.
And then, meanwhile, the boy overhears a conversation between Andy and Opie. Opie wants his allowance, and Andy says, did you break that neighbor's window that I heard about? And Opie says yes, and Andy says, well, you're not going to get your allowance till that window is paid for. And the boy says to Andy, Sheriff, weren't you kind of hard on him?
Yeah, but Andy explains to him that he doesn't want Opie growing up thinking that his daddy is going to get him out of things that he did wrong.
Oh, but then the Daddies Attorney shows up, and it turns out he's paid off Fletcher to get him to change his story and say the boy did not cause the accident.
Yeah, but the boy hears this, and then he has a change of heart. And he points out he did cause the accident. The example he saw with Opie and Andy really influenced him.
Well, that ended up well. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for episode 16. Bye.